गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै सदायै कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदनाय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिसे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते भुवि सतुताकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्ते। सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः। मदेश्वरी प्रिया प्राणनाद विषवानंदिनी श्रीमुखाब्जरसनोदशनामद राधिका पदविलासिनीं तन्न भजामि रसिकेन्द्रश्रीधरं वंशेषभूषितपरार्णवनीरदावान् पीताम्बरादुर्णबिम्बफलदृष्टात् पूर्णञ्जसुन्दरमुखारविन्दनेत्रात् कृष्णात् परमतत्त्वं किमपि अहं न जानामि। कृष्णात् परमतत्त्वं किमपि अहं न जानामि। न विदाचे राज्यं न च कनकमाणिक्यं न विभवं न जातिं ब्रह्मं सकलजनकं मङ्गलवधूमे सदा काले काले प्रभवति न विचयितो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन प्रधानानि भवतु। जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन तदयत्वाचा जाजनी पत्ते भुवि दंडमादुर्वटार्के हस्य विशालं लस्य धनस्य विद्वा धरिविके जलने अंगसंगले छकामंति पितन्ने वरं जट्टं जाजकुरोजितं पट्टं वरसस्त्रिया भिन्दानुवादिवजं धामं दामोदरं राधासन्ननिवेशवज्जलो भुजाति सवैवास्मि न जीवामि विना इति विद्याय राधे रमणयामि चरणं श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद शिवासदि श्री गौरभद्रवृन्द हरे कृष्ण सबसे पहले मेरे गुरुपाद नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट ओम विष्णुपाद.
So first of all, my obeisances to the feet of my Guru Pada Padma, Nitya Pravishna Vishnu Pada Stottarashata, Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swaminarayan Goswami Maharaj, and also my obeisances to Nitya Pravishna Om Vishnu Pada Stottarashata Srimad Bhaktivedanta Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj, so their lotus feet which remove all the fear. My repeated, like my again and again, I offer my obeisances to them. Also after that, my obeisances to Nitya Pravishna Vishnu Pada Stottarashata Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, and also to Prabhuji Charan Srimad Madhav Maharaj, Shripad Narasimha Maharaj, and also to all the Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, to all of the affectionate mothers. So everyone, please accept my Dandavat Pranams accordingly. So today is the 4th day of our Bhagavad Saptaha. So according to the tradition, in the 4th day, we discuss about the appearance, birthday of Brajandananda Shyamasundara, who is the Supreme Lord. So in this context, also we'll describe a little bit about Krishna's pastimes of appearance, his birth lila, Janma lila. But first, in the 9th canto of Bhagavatam also we didn't speak about it. So 9th canto speaks about Shukadeva Goswami told to Parikshit about Shukadeva Goswami, because actually about the Bhagavatam, Jiva Goswami explains that the story of Ambarish Maharaj and the story of Shuka Parikshit is Bhagavatam. Means like if you're going to speak about Bhagavatam, you have to speak about Shuka and Parikshit and also Ambarish Maharaj. This is the Siddhanta of our previous acharyas. Because the people of this world, actually they think that glorious, it's only the renounced people. Like only renounced people, they are glorious. Like for example, in Varnashram Dharma, no? Brahmachari, Girihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas. So Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So 4 ashrams and 4 varnas. In the Srimad Bhagavad Gita explains about the Deva Varnashram. Means Krishna himself he told that he has created the karmas. Krishna created the Varnashram so that people, according to their guna, quality and karma activities, they may belong to different ashrams and varnas. May the person be a man or a woman. Those who worship Bhajan or Krishna, or those who worship Krishna, they are higher than others. In Krishna Bhajan, there is no any consideration of caste and race. There is no any consideration about this. You may be a woman or a man, or you may be a sannyasi or a brahmachari or grihastha. Like in Krishna bhajan doesn't matter your varna and ashram. Those who do bhajan, who worship Krishna, they are higher,
आसन भी दिया जाता है।
and they must be given a higher seats. They are given a higher seats, like higher position to sit. So
श्री सुखदेव गोस्वामी पर
Shukadeva Goswami told Parikshit Maharaj
अम्बरीश महाराज जी
the story of Ambarish Maharaj.
अम्बरीश महाराज की कथा इतनी
So the story of Ambarish Maharaj is so sweet actually.
सन्यासी भी श्रेष्ठ आसन पर उनको रखा गया।
The sannyasi, they sit in a higher place. Yes.
अम्बरीश महाराज
Actually, sorry, Ambarish Maharaj is even higher than a sannyasi. Actually, this is what Gurudev said. Ambarish Maharaj is higher than a sannyasi. Although he was a grihastha, although he was a king, he was the king of all the earth,
सुखदेव गोस्वामी बात कहते हैं
the whole earth. Shukadeva Goswami told,
अम्बरीशो महाभागा सप्तदीपावर्ती महिम अभ्याम च श्रियं लब्धा विभं च अतुलं भुवि। सुखदेव गोस्वामी बात कहते हैं ये
Shukadeva Goswami told, hey Maharaj Parikshit, listen.
अम्बरीश महाराज बड़े भाग्यवान थे।
Ambarish Maharaj was so
पृथ्वी के
fortunate.
सातों द्वीप
He was the king of the 7 islands of earth. And also he was the king of so much wealth and opulence. But even though he had all this, he used to live like a normal human being. He was a grihastha looking. It looked like he was a grihastha, but actually he was more renounced than a sannyasi. That's why the story of Ambarish Maharaj is described. Why? Just first, first thing is because of the Ekadashi. Like we follow Ekadashi, but the next day after Ekadashi comes the time of the Paran, breaking the vow of Ekadashi. But we don't give attention to the Paran. If you don't break the vow on time, you cannot get the fruit of the Ekadashi. Okay, you get a little bit Sukriti if you follow Ekadashi, but don't follow Paran. But this Dwadasi, this fixed time, you must follow the Paran. Many people don't even know about Paran. What is the time for breaking the vow? Okay, supposing the day of Ekadashi you made some vow, so you have to break that vow. How? You have to offer to God food, etc. Then you have to feed the Guru, Brahmanas, Vaishnavas, cows, Brahmanas, serving also them, and then you can break your vow. So, the story of Ambarish Maharaj is very special. Many people follow Ekadashi, but don't give attention to the Paran time. So, the Srimad Bhagavata explains about actually the Paran. Means, just to speak this, the glory of this Paran, you know, if you analyze, the Paran is even higher than the Mahabharata. I mean, the importance of Paran, breaking the vow. So Bhagavatam explains all the story of Ambarish Maharaj, also to explain this glory of the Paran time to break the vow. So Ambarish, he was the king of the whole world. How he would govern, like rule, with the help of his ministers. But he himself used to do bhajan. So in this Mathura, you know, the Ambarish Tila, tomorrow we do Mathura Parikrama, we'll see Ambarish Tila, the hill of Ambarish. So he used to stay here, Ambarish Maharaj used to live here and do the bhajan of Radha Govinda. Actually, he was not a sadhaka, Gurudeva told. He was the eternal associate of Radha Govinda. He used to serve Radha and Govinda. But he was staying just like a normal sadhaka. So humble. How did Ambarish Maharaj do his bhajan? Shukadeva Goswami explains.
पादु हरे यत्र पदानुसारपणे शिरोहिषि केशवधारी वन्दने रामं च दत्ते नपुकं ब्रह्मया जगोत्तम श्लोको जनाश्रयवति।
So we have 11 senses, 5 working senses and 5 acquiring the knowledge senses. Speech, hands,
ये है हमारे
feet,
क्या? पंचकर्मेंद्रिय
genitals, and
और पंच
anus. These are 5 working senses. 5, I forgot mathematics, so 5 minus 5, how many? 14? No. Okay,
और
10.
एक इंद्र क्या है?
And 5 knowledge acquiring senses.
एक आदर्श
Eyes, ears,
हमारे अम्बरीश
skin,
महाराज
nose,
ये 11 इंद्रियों के जो है भगवत सेवा में लगे।
tongue. So, and one more sense, the mind. So, Ambrish Maharaj used to use all his 11 senses in the service of Lord. So, God didn't give you eyes to see TV, to watch TV. I'm not prohibiting you of watching TV, but God gave you eyes not to watch TV, but to see the dates of Govinda. So that's why the Vrajavasi they explain. That Mataji also, she's very dear, she always also singing that bhajan. She also does this kirtan. I remember this kirtan she does. Like the eyes should not see Govinda, should be burned in the fire, by the fire. That day you don't get to see Govinda, your eyes should be burned by the fire. Srimati Radhika herself told, what is the fruit of having eyes? To see Govinda. This is the fruit of having eyes. Our Ambarish Maharaj in this way also. Always with his eyes he's watching the dates of Lord. With his mind he's always remembering Lord. With his speech he's always glorifying. With his tongue he's always glorifying God. With his ears, why did God give us ears? To gossip about others, and somebody tells you something, then it tells to another person, and then gossiping from one person to another. No. Ears is meant to listen Hari Katha. And our nose, why do we have nose? Actually to smell the fragrance of the tulsi offered to the feet of Krishna. So beautiful. See, the 4 Kumaras, when they felt the smell, this fragrance of the tulsi offered to the lotus feet of Lord, they gave up the meditation in Brahma even, and they went towards Vaikuntha. Sometimes we explain this story. Sanaka, Sanatana, Sanatana, and Sanat Kumara, the 4 Kumaras. So see the glories of the tulsi offered to Lord. So Ambarish Maharaj every day he used to use his nose for this. God gave us feet for what? Foot, legs to do parikrama. Let's go to Navadvipadam. God gave us feet, legs. Maybe next life you'll not get legs, not get feet. Maybe you'll be born lame or with some deficiency next birth. Maybe you don't have legs, or maybe also you'll be born as a tree, so you'll not have legs also. That's why if your legs now, you should do Dhamma Parikrama. Go to Jagannatha Puri Dham, Navadvipa Dham Parikrama. Tomorrow also we'll do Parikrama or not? Everybody should come. And after that, in the 10th of February, our devotees, for sweet remembrance of Gurudeva, from Gopinath Bhavan also, there will be parikrama also. So also everybody also should come for the parikrama in Vrindavan. So the fruit of having the feet, legs is this. One day you'll be old. One day you'll be old and you'll not be able to walk anymore. This is true. So who can stop this old age? Like today, Maharaj, we are in the car, and then I think some katha of Gurudev was going on the radio, like in the radio of the car, and Gurudev was telling this when we listened to this today. So actually Ambarish used to use all his desires to serve to Krishna. So in this Mathura Dham, Ambarish Maharaj used to stay here doing the worship of Lord.
एक साल
So
लगातार
one day,
महाद्वादशी
for 1 year, he was doing the Mahadwadasi Vrat. And
व्रत
then,
की दूसरे दिन जो है
so next day of the vow, we should
पारण,
do the paran, break the
और
vow.
उसमें पारण के समय
But
कितने
that day, the time of our parana was so little time.
है? और ठीक उसी समय
And then in this exact moment,
महान क्रोधी
Mahakrodhi, very anger, very Mahagani, very knowledgeable, very Mahabhagavat, very great devotee. Durvasa Rishi appeared. Durvasa is not ordinary. The glories of Durvasa is amazing. His glories cannot commit any offense to his feet. But he is doing this lila just to teach the people of this world. So Durvasa is a Mahagani, Mahatapasi. He is doing so much austerities, he is so much knowledgeable, and he is Mahakrodhi, very angry. Angry. Sometimes you see the anger of Guru Vaishnavas and we feel some doubts. Is this Guru really Uttama Bhagavat? Is he really Uttama Adhikari? Is he a bona fide Guru because he's having anger? He's angry. Those persons who think like this, they are foolish, they are idiots. That's why the Vaishnavas, only Vaishnavas can understand Vaishnavas. Those who are not Vaishnavas cannot understand Vaishnavas. That's why Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he wrote one article. What? It's Vaishnava Chinite Hoibe. How to know a Vaishnava. How to recognize, sorry, who is a Vaishnava. This is an article from Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So, Upadeshamrita Rupa Goswami wrote in the Nectar of Instruction. If you see an apparent nature of some devotee, you should, even though you see some behavior of some devotee that you cannot understand, you have to be very careful not to dishonor this devotee. And especially from Guru, you should never ever doubt him. That person who you took Diksha Mantra, you should never ever doubt him. Those who doubt, they will be destroyed, and everything will be destroyed for them. So those who doubt Guru, have doubts towards Guru, they will be vinash, like destroyed. Everything for them. They cannot get happiness, not in this life, nor also cannot get happiness after death. They will not get any high destination. They will go to hell. Life after life, they will suffer in hell. Those who doubt Guru. So I'm saying that we may not be careful not to commit any offense to Durvasa Rishi. So Swayam Bhagavan used to honor him. Durvasa sometimes used to go to Dwaraka. Midnight, okay? Durvasa used to say, I'm hungry. Give me food. What? What do you want to eat? Prepare some kheer for me. Some sweet rice. And then they brought the kheer. I don't want to eat the kheer. I want you to apply this kheer in the body of Krishna. So Durvasa used to do like this sometimes. He did. Sometimes midnight also he told to Krishna, I want to sit in a chariot. And I want to take a walk in Dwarkapuri with a chariot. Then Krishna prepared the chariot for Durvasa. Beautiful elephants or also horses to drag the chariot. But then Durvasa told, no, I don't want these animals pulling my chariots. I want the Rukmini Satyabhama pull my chariots. Them should pull my chariots. You see, Rukmini Satyabhama, princesses like queens, manifestation of Chandravali and Shrimataratka. And he wanted them to pull his chariot barefoot, like they could not be wearing any shoes to do that. And you see, their feet is so soft. Now, if you go to Durvasa, you can see this picture. If you go to his temple, you can see this picture of this pastime. So he's so dear to Lord. He's not ordinary, Durvasa. So Shukadeva Goswami told the Katha of Durvasa Rishi. So I was telling that Ambarish Maharaj had very little time to break his vow. And the exact moment Durvasa Rishi came, Durvasa told, Ambarish, prepare food for me to eat. I'm going to take a bath in the Jamuna. I'll go back. I come back. No, the rishis, the sadhus, they are like this. They never stop walking, just like the water never stops. So Durvasa Rishi went to the Jamuna to take a bath, but the time of Paran was
अम्बरीश महाराज बड़े-बड़े पंडितों के बुलाए
was the time was ticking, the time for Paran was almost finishing. So Ambarish was thinking, what should I do? The saints came, a high saint came to my house, and like I told, how to do the Paran. First you have to serve the Brahmas and the cows. So imagine, if a guest comes to your house, the guest is directly God, It's like a God. So how can you, without serving the guest, you can break your vow? So he asked to many Brahmanas, but nobody answered him. Then Ambarish Maharaj himself, he decided, okay, I did the Ekadasi Nirjala, means I didn't drink even water. So I will do puja of the feet of Vishnu, then I'll just drink the Charanamrita to break my vow. Charanamrita is not considered water, not also food. Like these two things will happen at the same time. Like I can break my vow and not dishonor my guest at the same time. So he worshipped Lord Vishnu and took the water, the Charanamrita, the water that had bathed Vishnu's feet, and he drank water. But the Vasarishi also nothing less. In his meditation he saw, Ambarish did not feed me. He's so proud, this Ambarish. I am a sadhu. I am a Brahmana. He's not feeding the Brahmanas and the sadhus. Just fulfilling his stomach. Oh yeah, I'll teach him a lesson. Then Durvasa Rishi became very angry, started insulting, calling names. Ambarish Maharaj, but Ambarish Maharaj so calm and so absorbed in Lord. His mind was not disturbed at all. Durvasa continued speaking, like calling him many names, insulting. And because he didn't say anything, the anger of Durvasa increased even more. So the Leelas of Lord. Then Durvasa Rishi, from his dreadlocks, he manifested one demon made of fire. Durvasa told to this demon, go and burn Ambarish. So this Krita was like, just like fire, burning, going towards Ambarish to burn him alive. Still Ambarish Maharaj didn't say a word. He also didn't raise his hands asking for salvation from Lord. Also, he didn't do that. Draupadi did this. Draupadi asked for Krishna's help. But Ambarish Maharaj did not ask for Krishna's help. See the glories of the Shuddha Bhaktas. Immediately, the chakra came from Vaikuntha. And the Sudarshan chakra first burned Krita, and then Sudarshan chakra came towards Durvasa Rishi. Durvasa was like, what is this? Then Durvasa was running away from the Sudarshan chakra. And Gurudeva said that in 1 second the Sudarshan chakra could kill Durvasa, but still Sudarshan chakra was like chasing Durvasa. Then he went to Brahmaji. Brahma told, look, you did some offense to a Shuddha Bhakta, so I cannot protect you. Go to Shiva. So Shiva told him in Kailasha, I cannot give you shelter. So the Sudarshan chakra is chasing you, so you should go to Vishnu. So later Ambarish went to Vishnu and told, you have the Sudarshan chakra, please protect me. And Vishnu told what? Swayam Bhagavan told, hey Durvasa, the sadhus are my heart. I don't know anything else beyond the sadhus. The sadhus are my heart and soul. So I give one advice. Look, go. Vishnu told Durvasa, if you have a thorn in your feet, How will you remove these feet from your shoulder? No.
यहाँ पर गलत
You have to take the thorn out from where the
तुम
thorn
जिसके
is
चरण में अपराध किया
stuck in your skin.
जाओ
So if you did offense to someone, you should go to this person only and ask for forgiveness. Vishnu told to him.
अनंत दुर्वासा ऋषि
Then finally, Durvasa Rishi,
और ठीक उसी तब तक वही सुदर्शन
Yeah, he agreed, and then
उनके पीछा करते जा रहे हैं।
still Sudarshan Chakra was like
देखो
chasing him behind.
अम्बरीश महाराज कैसे दीन है जो
And see
वैष्णव
how-
होते हैं ना, वैष्णव के लक्षण क्या है विनादपि सुनीचे
So how Durvasa is so humble. So he's a Vaishnava. The symptom of Vaishnava is being more humble than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree.
अम्बरीश महाराज
Ambarish Maharaj, he's so humble and thinking,
अहो
oh,
मेरे घर में कोई संत महात्मा आए थे
a saint came to my
मैं
house.
उनके यथायथ उनके
I couldn't serve him appropriately. I didn't give honor appropriately. This is my offense, actually.
साधु आए
A sadhu came. I am a Grihastha. So humbly, he was saying about himself
मैं
like this.
संत महात्मा की सेवा नहीं
I didn't serve the saints, and
प्रतीक्षा करने लगे बोले
but
ऐसे
he was still waiting for me. Actually, 1 year had passed.
ये कब दुर्वासा ऋषि हमारे पास आए।
So Ambarish was still thinking, when Durvasa will come back to me.
दुर्वासा ऋषि जब
Then
आए,
after that, when Durvasa came,
दुर्वासा ऋषि के दूर से देखते ही
by seeing Durvasa from
अम्बरीश
far,
महाराज
Ambarish Maharaj, so humble, he did obeisance to him.
है और उसको देख करके दुर्वासा ऋषि एक श्लोक कहा दिया ये अतीव
So seeing this, Durvasa told one shloka who is so deep.
दुर्वासा जो अहो अनन्तदासानं महत्त्वं दृष्ट्वा पद्ममे पितावसु कोऽपि जतराजनं मंगलानि समीहसे। आज मैं जो अनंत भगवान के जो
So today,
दास यानी वैष्णव वैष्णव के
I
वैष्णव
see the glories of the Vaishnavas. Finally, I saw these glories of the
मैं
Vaishnavas.
अपराधी हूँ
I'm an offender.
दुर्वासा ऋषि कह रहे हैं
Durvasa is saying,
है? किंतु अम्बरीश महाराज
but Ambarish Maharaj, he is thinking himself that he is the offender.
प्रणाम करते
And he is doing pranam to me.
इसलिए तो महाप्रभु ने कहा ये त्रिनादपि
And that's why Mahaprabhu told,
सुनीचेनो
more humble than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree.
महादेनम कीर्तनीय सेवा।
In this way, you should always chant holy names.
संक्षेप में बता रहा हूँ
So I'll tell you briefly, there are many other shlokas.
तो अनंत दुर्वासा ऋषि अम्बरीश महाराज
Then after that, Ambarish,
क्षमा करने किया
he prayed for the Durvasa, Durvasa asked for the Ambarish's forgiveness, and then
अम्बरीश महाराज
immediately the Sudarshan Chakra disappeared.
दुर्वासा ऋषि के सम्मान किया भजन करा।
Then Ambarish
इसमें इन्हें
Maharaj,
दिखाया दो वस्तु दिखाया एक हमें
he honored Durvasa and served him prasadam. So, two things about the story. One is the importance of Puran, of the Parans. Sorry. So tomorrow after tomorrow do Ekadasi, and the next day after the sunrise, not after sunset, after sunrise, until which some specific time in some hours, some specific minutes, you should break your vow, otherwise you don't get the fruit of your Ekadasi. So in the story of Ambarish, we see this. His story is so pure.
इसके आगे की कथा वर्णन करते हैं श्री सुखदेव गोस्वामी महाराज
And then Shukadeva
महाराज
Goswami,
के दसम स्कंद की कथा
he came to speak about the 10th canto
जैसे मैंने
to Parikshit Maharaj.
रामकृष्ण मैंने कहा था
Like yesterday
ये
or
श्रीमद्
the
भागवत
day before, I told
भागवतम साक्षात
that the
भगवान की
Bhagavatam is directly the
स्वरूप ही है
form of Lord.
12 स्कंद श्रीमद् भागवत
So the 12 cantos
ये
of
दसम
Srimad
स्कंद
Srimad
क्या
Bhagavatam
है? भगवान की
actually represent the,
हस्तयुक्त मुखारविंद का
actually the 10th canto is specifically the beautiful lotus face of Krishna.
यानी कृष्ण की सुंदर मधुर मधुर लीला कथा को
So
जिससे श्री सुखदेव गोस्वामी पाद कहते हैं
Shukadeva Goswami tells,
देखो भागवत में एक श्लोक आता है
there's a shloka in the Bhagavatam.
उपगीयमान भवो सदा स्तोत्र मनोभिराम कावोत्तम श्लोक गुणानुवादा उमान विरज्ये बिना पशुनाथ। देखो भागवत भगवान की अमृतमय कथा विशेष करके दसम स्कंद की
This
कथा
nectar Harikatha of Lord, especially the 10th canto, who does not want to hear it?
एक व्यक्ति सुनना नहीं चाहता
Only one person. Who? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Nobody will raise them.
जो पशु खाती हैं।
Those who eat animals,
निष्ठुर
those who
गैर शिकारी
are very cruel,
पशुओं के वध करते करते
a very cruel hunter
के हृदय अंदर कठोर हो
who kills the animals.
पशु घात कर जाता है
It's called Pashughat, means
मारने वाले
somebody who kills animals.
करने वाले, वो अपराधी हैं।
This person is an
और
offender.
इसके अलावा सभी व्यक्ति जो है भगवान की मधुर कथा सुनना चाहते हैं अतः निवृत्त
Except for this person, everyone else wants to
निवृत्त होकर के
listen
यानी
Krishna's
संसार में
pastimes.
दुख आदि अनुभव करके हैं? परीक्षा लोकाना ईमान
Even those who are suffering in this material world.
दुखमय है,
So see it well if this world is full of happiness or
जो खाया
unhappiness.
वो
Those who
बताया।
ate
और
the
दिल्ली का लाडू
Delhi,
जो नहीं खाया,
the Lord of Delhi, they regretted. But those who didn't
फिर कहते हैं, महाराज,
prove this Lord of Delhi also they regretted.
बेटा हो गया।
Oh Maharaj, I want to
फिर
marry.
कहता है, महाराज, मेरा
Oh, now I
बेटा
want-
के लिखा पढ़ा ठीक हो जाए।
I want to have a daughter, a
महाराज,
son.
मेरे बेटे के
Maharaj, that my daughter and my son can get married, that my daughter and son can have nice education.
शादी हो गया।
But you're not thinking that your shadi is barbadi. It's not a wedding, a marriage. It's a disgrace
आया
in
थे,
your life.
दूसरे कदम आया थे, हरि भजन के लिए
You came in this world to do Hari Bhajan, but you're only
किसने तुम्हारा
like spending time with other useless things.
पैदा तो किया? हाँ? बाल बच्चे तो कितने पैदा कर दिया, कितने तो धन कमा दिया।
How much money you didn't use for your kids, sons and daughters?
ये खाना कौड़ी तुम्हारे साथ में जाए।
Any money will go with you after death.
कोई साथ दे।
Who will stay with you until your death?
एक बात बताऊं,
Can I tell you one thing?
शास्त्र में कहा जाता है,
Shastra explains
पत्नी जो है,
that the
पति के
wife
साथ देती है।
always
अच्छा बताओ, कौन सा
helps
समय काम
the
देती
husband.
है?
But when the wife does not give her shoulder like helping the husband, when? The last time of
बड़े पति के जब
no,
शरीर जब
when the body of the husband is going to the crematorium,
उस समय
at that time
पत्नी जो है
the wife is not helping the husband, like giving her shoulder for him to lean on. Okay,
रूप पति देख नहीं पाती।
which form of the wife the husband cannot see? Tell me.
अच्छा सुन लिया सब।
Oh, you already know this. You know the answer. One time I told, huh? And you remember, huh? The widow form. So the husband cannot see the widow form of the wife, because he'll be dead by then.
संसार
So he cannot see the widow form of the wife.
परीक्षा लोकाना ईमान अच्छी भली भांति रूप से
Pariksha loka imanam means you have to know this world. You have to feel yourself. If this world is full of happiness or unhappiness. So God created this world. Gurudeva told. Why? So
देखो संसार दुख है
So you can see this world is full of happiness or unhappiness. So when you feel all this unhappiness, then slowly you will feel renunciation. Yeah, it might take time, births and births, lives and lives. But if you don't have this renunciation, then how possible? That's why God,
इस संसार में
knowingly, He tells to the jivas, okay, go enjoy in this world. And go into enjoying this world.
अतः माया करे दे संसार आदि को अनंत काल से
So from time immemorial,
चलते जा रहे
we are in this material world. And we forgot the Lord, and we are suffering.
हैं। ये तो हमारे चेतन चेतन
But in Chaitanya Charitamrita explains, Mahaprabhu himself told,
भगवान की गुरु कृष्ण प्रसाद देवाय भक्ति लतामी माली हया सही बीज करे आरोपण श्रवण कीर्तन जले करहो सिंचन इस प्रकार संसार में
So in this way, wandering in this material world, those who are very fortunate living entities, they'll attain the Sadguru, bona fide Guru, and they'll get the mantra from Guru, and
फिर भजन आदि
then
करके
they'll do bhajan,
भगवान को प्राप्त करते
and they'll attain to Lord.
हैं। भक्ति लता भी यानी कृष्ण की
And
सेवा
this
वासना
creeper of devotion is actually the desire to serve to Krishna, Seva Vasana, and this will be your last birth when you get this.
जिनके तो निवृत्त मार्ग में चलने वाले व्यक्ति
So those who are in Nivrita Marga means the path of renunciation.
मुक्ति में प्रवेश करने
Those who want to enter in Mukti, like attain liberation.
भगवान कैसे अमृतमय दशम
Even if these people, they listen to this katha from 10th canto, these people leave the path of liberation. Oh, I don't want Mukti anymore.
सुखदेव गोस्वामी पाद करने लगे,
Shukadeva himself
हे
told,
महाराज परीक्षित,
Hey Maharaj
परिनिष्ठ
Parikshit,
को ब्रह्मणि पुष्मित
Parinishto Brahmano Asmi. Before I was also fixed in Brahma. Actually, Shukadeva Goswami was doing Lila only. The day before I explained who is Shukadeva Goswami, but still. So Shukadeva was saying, I was absorbed in Brahma, but I listened from the lotus mouth of my father 2 things about Krishna. 1, about his qualities, and 2nd, about his beauty. So the sloka Barhapidam and Ahobakyam. So when I listened to these 2 things, I gave up this desire for Brahma. So even somebody who is walking in the path of those who are walking the path of liberation, if they listen to Harikatha, they also give up this and they are inclined towards Krishna. So another other kind of people, everybody who is suffering in this world, if they listen to Harikatha from Krishna Harikatha, they will also be, all their sufferings will be destroyed. So Sadhana Bhakti, in Sadhana Bhakti, Klesha Ganesha Bada, all your kleshas, sufferings will be destroyed. 5 kinds of klesha sufferings. Avidasmita, Ragadesha, Vinivesha. Actually, all your papa from life, sinful activities from lives and lives will be destroyed if you do sadhana bhakti. And Shubhada means all the good things, all the auspiciousness will come, all the good qualities. So this is the 2 leaves of sadhana bhakti. And in Bhava Bhakti, also 2 leaves manifest. Which one? Mokshaladgutta Krit and Sudurlabha. You'll feel, you looks like that the liberation is completely insignificant. So the Advaitavadis, they do so much harder steps for mukti, but the devotees say, I don't even want this. Sudurlabha means something which is so rarely attained. Bhava Bhakti. But you see, if you follow Bhakti, you'll be able to attain that. And then in Prema Bhakti, 2 more leaves manifest in your Kripa of devotional service. Which one? Krishna Akarshani and Sandrananda Visheshatma. So Krishna himself will be controlled by your prema, and your prema will be so thick, every moment, every step, so beautiful, so much bliss will come. So these nectarian pastimes of Lord. Who does not want to listen to Harikatha? Only one person. Who? Pashughat means somebody who kills animals, like a butcher. No, we say English, but butcher. So a butcher, an offender, doesn't have faith in God, in the Guru, Vaishnavas, doesn't have taste to chant holy names. So if you don't have taste to chant, you should analyze. Why don't you have taste in chanting? Because somehow something happened, you did something in some moment. So be careful not to commit any offense. So you're filling the pot with water, but still the pot is empty. There's no water inside. So it means there is some hole in the pot. So you have to close this hole. No, you just continue pouring water in the pot, pouring. No, first you should look under the pot and search for the hole and try to fix it. Means maybe I'm doing some offense, maybe I'm offending the Guru, maybe I'm criticizing the saints. So you should check this. So in the context of this Harikatha, Shukadeva Goswami told. So today, do please one kirtan small, then we'll speak about the appearance of Krishna. Today a little bit late, Today also a big festival we have to celebrate. So they brought so many things. We'll distribute to everyone all these gifts, these foods.
Rahu
को है मिले बेसराम यही किशोरी के जय जय श्री राधे मन चल वृंदावन।
Everybody, please clap your hands. Muito, very beautiful, very beautiful.
एक इन्होंने एक सुंदर याद दिलाया
So he reminded me
आज
something
हम
very
इस
nice.
पावन बेला पर
That
बैठे हैं।
today we are sitting this auspicious
क्या आप जानते
occasion.
हैं ये पावन बेला
Do you
क्या
know
है?
today what is the auspicious
वास्तव
occasion?
में आज हम लोग
Actually
शिव
today,
गुरु के जन्म उत्सव मना
actually
रहे हैं।
today is the birthday of Gurudeva. Today, why?
यदि आप भी विचार
Because
करें,
you can analyze it. See,
इंग्लिश कैलेंडर के अनुसार
according to the English
आज
calendar,
गुरुदेव की
today is what?
आविर्भाव
Today is the appearance of Gurudeva. Today,
1921
in 1921.
7 फरवरी
7th February. So today is 8th or 9th of February. Today is the 7th of February. So actually today, if you according to the English calendar, according to the English calendar, today is Srila Gurudeva Nitya Pravishta Vishnupada Srila Bhaktivedanta Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj. Today is his appearance day.
आज ही हम लोग जो है कृष्ण की
Today
आविर्भाव की
we are also celebrating the birthday of Krishna today.
और आज के दिन हम लोग ये
And today,
क्या नाम है प्राण गोविंद प्रभु की भी आविर्भाव
today also is the Avirbhavati, the appearance day of Pran Govinda Prabhu from Delhi. Stand up.
है। देखो कभी-कभी समय हो जाता
Okay, so sometimes it happens.
है कहा जाता है बिल्ली के कभी-कभी जो है सिक्का जानते हो
You know,
सिक्का में वो भी कट हो जाता है क्योंकि गुरुदेव की याद है
so I'm remembering Gurudev.
जन्म तिथि बता दिए
Gurudeva never used to tell about when was his birthday. Gurudeva never used to tell.
देखो
But
हर साल
every year,
अमावस्या के दिन
in this day of Mauni Amavasya,
गुरुदेव की जो
this,
है
this new moon
इनके घर में
special,
जाते थे।
Gurudev used to go to that house of that Bengali, not Gopali, the
कृष्णापुरी में इधर उधर जाते
in Krishnapuri.
हैं। सब हम लोग भूल ही गए।
You forgot everything, yeah?
घर में जाके
So Gurudev used to go to her house, and in this day of Mauni Amavasya, Gurudev used to go to her house, do fire sacrifice. He used to go with Gurudeva in the day of Mauni Amavasya.
के दिन आप लोग की याद होगा
In this day of Mauni Amavasya, those who also did parikrama with Gurudeva. In the Kumbh Mela, who went in the Kumbh Mela with Gurudeva? Raise your hand, do you remember? Nobody went? Who went to the Kumbh Mela with Gurudeva?
कुंभमेला के जो है स्नान जो है
So,
अवस्था में हम
that day we took a bath there.
वही जो है
It was the
क्या बोले प्रयाग तीर्थ में
in Prayaga Tirtha.
मठ में
We,
ठहरे हुए थे
there was a temple there and we went. Gurudeva also, at that time, he didn't tell it was his birthday. He didn't tell it was his birthday that day.
तो
Koi
आज भी पावन बेला पर हम लोग
Some people know.
हुए हैं।
So,
जो वास्तव रूप में
so,
गुरुदेव की जन्म तिथि मना
so
रहे हैं।
we really are celebrating the birthday of Gurudeva today. Actually, according to the conception of the Vaishnavas, we follow the Titi, the lunar calendar. So we follow the Mauni Amavasya, we celebrate on the Mauni Amavasya. But according to the English calendar, it's written, you can see the life history of Gurudeva, you can see that when Gurudeva appeared, which day, in the birth, you can see 1921, the year, February, which date? 7th of February.
तो आज से
So today is 7th February, today.
चलो इंग्लिश कैलेंडर
Okay, you celebrate according to the English calendar or to
वैष्णव कैलेंडर के
Vaishnava calendar.
कैलेंडर के अनुसार
According to the Vaishnava calendar, when we will celebrate Gurudeva's birthday? 11th of February. But today also is his birthday, today, Janmatiti. I just remember today is his birthday and I said very nice, then also remind me that Gurudeva's birthday. And also today we celebrated the birthday of Krishna. You see, he brought a beautiful cake, the Prabhupada brought a beautiful cake, you can see like a beautiful cake, white, in the middle, Manjari Bhava, the pink color. You see the cake?
अभी कथा प्रसंग हम चलते हैं आगे बढ़ाते हैं
So let's continue.
जिस कथा प्रसंग सुत गोस्वामी सुनकादि
So,
ऋषि लोग प्रथम स्कंद में
The first
सुनकादि
canto,
ऋषि लोग सुत गोस्वामी के निकट कृष्ण की
the Shaunaka Rishis, the Rishis headed by Shaunaka Rishi, they did how many questions to Sutta Goswami? 6, remember? So one was very special question.
भगवान
He asked, they asked,
कृष्ण
they
इस
asked,
कारण से
for which reason Swayam Bhagavan
देवकी और
Krishna,
वसुदेव के पुत्र
he appeared as the son of Devaki and Vasudeva?
श्रवण
Why? Tell us, they asked.
स्कंद में आकर के
So in the 10th
सुत
canto,
का है, क्या बोले सुत परीक्षित महाराज वही प्रश्न पूछते
so
हैं।
Parikshit Maharaj is asking this
आप
question.
से बात उत्तर दे रहे हैं। देवत्या गर्भसंबंध कुतो देहांतरं विना, जिस शरीर नहीं छोड़ करके
So
साक्षात रूप में देवकी के पुत्र के रूप में कैसे प्राप्त हुई?
how did Krishna was born as the son of Devaki? Why? Like how?
देवकी के पुत्र के रूप में जन्म लिया।
So he took birth as the son of Devaki. Please tell me
इस
about
कथा
this.
प्रसंग में
So in the context of this katha,
सुखदेव गोस्वामी
Srila Shukadeva Goswami Pada, he told,
गीता के अनुसार कहते हैं,
according to the Bhagavad Gita, he says,
धर्मस्य ग्लानि भवति भारत। परित्राण साधूनां विनाशाय
Lord appears to protect the devotees and to destroy the demons. Appears again and again in every yuga.
युग युग में
Every yuga.
जब
Time to
असुर
time,
लोग
when the demons
धर्म के यानी
they
वर्णाश्रम के विनाश करते हैं,
destroy the Varnashram Dharma,
दूषित कर
they
देते हैं।
contaminate the Varnashram
और उस
Dharma.
समय
So in this moment,
पापियों के पाप के द्वारा धरती
the
देवी
earth planet becomes so heavy with the burden of the sins of the sinful man. So the Prithvi Devi, the earth planet, cannot tolerate this burden of the sins. So the Prithvi Devi, the earth planet, appears in the form of a cow to the demigods, and then prays, "Hey demigods,
पाप से मुक्त कराइए।
please deliver me from all these sins, this burden of these sins." Then the demigods tell her,
बहुत बलवान है,
"But these demons are so powerful.
ये काम करे।
So do
हम
one thing.
सभी लोग
Let's
सृष्टिकर्ता ब्रह्मा
all
जी के
together
पास
go to the
चले।
Creator, Lord Brahma.
ब्रह्मा के पास गए।
Let's go to the Lord
ब्रह्मा
Brahma."
जी
And they
कहने
went,
लगे,
and then Brahma
ये
told,
असुरों के
"Yeah,
दमन करना, अविनाश करना,
but to kill the demons is not possible for me.
हे पृथ्वी देवी, हे देवता लोग,
Hey Prithvi Devi, hey earth planet, hey demigods, come with me, and let's go to the banks of the milk ocean, where Bhagavan Vishnu is taking rest, and in Yoga Nidra in a bed of a snake, on the bed of a snake." Then the demigods went with Brahma.
और वो पृथ्वी देवी पहुंचे।
They reached to the banks of the milk ocean and started making Stavastuti, many prayers,
सुन करके
listening to the prayers of the demigods. Swami Bhagavan Shri Vishnu,
योग निद्रा से उठे
he woke up from his Yoga
उन्होंने
Nidra,
क्या की?
and then he,
अपने मस्तक से
from his
एक
head,
सफेद बाल
he took out one white hair
बाल बने
and
काले बाल।
another a black hair. He took out these two hairs,
और इतने कहने लगे,
and then he told,
हे देवता लोग,
"Hey demigods,
पृथ्वी देवी,
hey Prithvi Devi, hey earth planet,
अपने स्थान पर लौट करके जाए।
come back to your places, because in a very short time,
मेरे प्रभु स्वयं
my
भगवान
Prabhu,
भगवान
Swami Bhagavan Brajendranandana Shyama Sundara,
अपने बड़े भाई
with his older brother Baladeva, they will appear and they will remove the burden of the earth. So the white hair represents Baladeva and the black hair
कृष्ण
Krishna. So means that Krishna and Balaram very quickly they will
भूभार हरण करेंगे और अनेकों
will appear in the earth to remove the burden of the earth, and also they will do many beautiful pastimes on the earth. So listening to this, Prithvi Devi, the earth planet, and also the demigods, Brahma, they became so pleased. Shukadeva Goswami told this story to Parikshit Maharaj. The time is very brief. I had already should have finished 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Otherwise you catch hold of my ear. So the time is very powerful. Okay, so continuing. So in Mathura, there was a story of Ugrasen. He was a very religious person, Ugrasen. And his wife, her name was Padmavati. And who was his son? Kamsa. Kamsa was very evil and bad person. So you might in the commentary explain, actually in the commentaries, they explain. It is explained that actually Ugrasen was such a religious man, so how come his son Kamsa was such an evil person and great irreligious man? So actually what happens? Kamsa was not the biological son of Ugrasen. Actually Kamsa was the son of Dobil Data, one demon. So that's why he was so evil. So it's described, the Shastra explains about him, that once Padma, the wife of Ugrasen, Padma,
उन्मत्त होकर काट में उन्मत्त होकर के सुंदर एक बगीचा में
She was in
जहाँ पर
a
सुंदर
garden
सुंदर
and she was feeling very like
सुगंध के प्रवाहित
desire, with so much desires, let's say desires. And she was there. She was very beautiful and with a beautiful cloth, and she was in the garden and like this. And she was like intoxicated, like so much, like in her own thoughts, let's say. And then a demon was flying on the sky and seeing her beautiful form. He became also lusty, this demon. But this Dramil Data, this demon, he manifested the form as like her husband, and then did amorous pastimes with her. Amorous activities with her, and then because of this she became pregnant. And from her womb then became this evil son demon, Kamsa. So this story is there. So Kamsa was very evil. Not only that, also Kamsa used to be associated, like having friendship with other great demons, because according to how you are, you walk with same kind of people. So according to the people you walk with, or you have the company, you also become like that, and also you like this kind of association. So for example, the demons, they like to walk, like to have the company of other demons, but the sadhus, they want to stay with the sadhus. So Kamsa was very evil, so that's why he used to also stay with other demons. Then they all have the same mentality and think like same. So Kamsa, actually, but what happened? Kamsa had so much love towards his sister Devaki. So Devaki, Kamsa himself, he arranged for her marriage, for a wedding ceremony of his sister. To whom? To Vasudev. So he did a very nice wedding for her with Vasudeva. And then after arranging the wedding, the next day, Kamsa himself, he ornamented his own chariot, and then he put his dear daughter sitting on the chariot, and then he left. And then he was catching hold the ropes of the chariot. He was like riding the chariot for her, and then suddenly an aerial voice came. Foolish Kamsa, don't you know this sister that you just now you are doing a great wedding for your sister, and you are also putting her in the chariot and also riding her in the chariot, but you know that the 8th womb of this Devaki, your sister, it will be Vishnu who will come, and he will kill you. He will murder you. Krishna will kill you. So listen to this. Kamsa, the evil Kamsa, he jumped from the chariot, and then he took out his sword, and with one hand he took his sword, and with the left hand he caught hold of the hair of Devaki, pulling her. Where there is no bamboo, there will be no flute. Meaning, I would prove wrong this aerial voice. If there is no sister, then how come an 8th son will come from her womb and kill me? Who will be able to kill me? So he took the sword and he was ready to kill his own sister. So with one hand, he was putting her by the hair. With the other hand, he was about to kill with the sword. But in this moment, Vasudev Maharaj, he caught hold of his hand and told, "Hey Kamsa, in the assembly of the warriors, how will you be able to face them later? Like how will you be able to face the other warriors later? All the warriors, like great warriors, they will tell, oh, an area voice came, and because of this you took a strengthless, like a powerless woman, and you killed a powerless woman, your dear sister who could not even defend herself. You kill her like this. They think this will increase your glory in the assembly of the warriors." So Vasudev Maharaj was telling this to Kamsa. Then very humbly, in a very humble way, Vasudev Maharaj was saying, "Hey Rajan, O King, so when you need something from someone, you should ask humbly. Maybe the person will maybe the person will fall for your love, like for your sweet words, maybe the person will change his mind. So in the same way, Vasudeva Maharaj, in a very humble mood, he said, "Hey Rajan, oh king, I give you my word that the eighth one of Devaki, the eighth son of Devaki, I'll give to you, give the son to you." Kamsa thought, Vasudeva Maharaj, he's Satyabhasi. He always speaks the truth. He's a religious person, He never lies at all. So that's why he thought, okay, I'll go to return my chariot. So he put them in the dungeon, in the prison. He said, Kamsa, and he was thinking, okay, they'll give me the eighth child. But Narada Rishi also nothing less. And the Krishna's pastimes, they had to continue very beautifully, in a very beautiful way. So Narada was thinking how Kamsa would be killed also. So one day Narada came to the courtyards of Kamsa. Actually everybody calls Narada Guruji. So actually Gurudeva told no. Kamsa called everybody Guruji, Narada also. So okay, so Guruji, how is everything? Then yes, Guruji, everything's okay, but something happens. Kamsa told to Narada, the eighth son of Devaki will come to kill me. Then Kamsa told, Narada Rishi told, hey Kamsa, do you know that actually Vishnu, he's very clever, don't you know? Okay, what exactly the words of the aerial voice? Oh, the eighth son will kill me. Okay, so who is the eighth? What do you mean eight? Kamsa told. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is not a 9. 8 is 8. Then Narada said, no, you don't know. Tell me, which day comes first, Sunday or Monday? What day comes first, Sunday or Monday? Okay, so suppose also the wheel of bicycle. Bicycle, there's like a wheel. So you can... Which parts of the, there's a wheel of the cycle, which part of that wheel is coming first? Suppose also you put also 8 ladus, 8 sweets, like in a circle. When you go counting, which one comes first? So Narada said, maybe the 8th son can be the first. How do you know how he counts? So tell me how. Then Kamsa said, oh Gurudev, yeah, you really opened my eyes, Gurudeva. Agyanate Mirandrasa, Gurudeva, you really opened my eyes. Just like we say, Agyanate Mirandrasa. The Guru removes the darkness from our eyes. One disciple told, Gurudeva, you are not a good person. You are so thin, Gurudeva, you are black, Gurudeva. Well, today I went to one place. I saw one Gurudeva, very fat Gurudeva. Today I saw another Guru, very fat. And when I saw this Guru, he was also so reddish color. When I saw this Guru, I felt so inclined towards him, so much faith. Then the Gurudeva told, oh foolish disciple, listen, what is the pranama mantra of Guru? Om Gyana Timirandra. Do you know what is Shalakaya? You know the matches is also called Shalakaya. This is Shalakaya. So Shalakaya means a Shalakaya matches is thin or fat. It's thin. So I'm thin. So I'm thin Guru. You think that if the Guru is fat and beautiful to look, you think this person is Guru, and the thin Guru is not Guru? No. Crazy. So Narada Rishi told, okay Gurudeva, what should I do? Okay, do one thing. So Narada told to Kamsa, all the sons that Devaki has, kill them all. If there's no bamboo, there will be no fruit, because the fruit comes from the bamboo. Because you don't know which one will be the first, the middle, the last 8, the first, second, so better to kill them all. Then Kamsa said, Gurudeva, yes, really, you opened my eyes with the light of the knowledge. Really, Gurudeva. Then Kamsa, what did he do? He put Devaki and Vasudeva in the dungeon like prisoners, and one by one he killed all the sons. the Sadgarbha, the 6 wombs, 6 sons that Devaki had. Later, maybe tomorrow we speak more about this. So these first 6 sons they call Sadgarbha. Actually, they had been cursed by Brahma. So Kamsa killed them all. Then, okay, now the 7th baby of Devaki, 7th womb. Jogamaya, the 7th womb of Devaki, Jogamaya took this baby and established in the womb of Rohini. But people, the rumor that people were speaking is that Devaki had a miscarriage, like she had lost the baby. But actually it was Baladeva Prabhu. Later also we discuss more about it. Okay, so now, okay, 8th womb, the 8th womb. 8th womb. So seeing this 8th womb of Devaki, 8th son, Kamsa was becoming so fearful. Because when Kamsa, he used to go to that prison, to that dungeon, from far, he used to see the body of Devaki. And Kamsa used to see that effulgence, this great effulgence coming from the body of Devaki. And Kamsa would be so fearful, so afraid, frightened. He was so frightened looking at that effulgence. So like this, 8 months had passed. So the 8th month had come from the the womb. So Ashtamasi means 8th womb, 8th month month of Bhadra. And the nakshatra means the constellation in the sky was Rohini. Krishna Paksha means dark moon. Ashtami Tithi, 8th day of the waning moon. Swayam Bhagavan Vishnu, he was going to appear from the womb of Devaki. Kamsa was so afraid what to do. So Kamsa, he told all the bodyguards, all the prisoners, the jailers, as soon as this baby is born, you should tell me immediately, and I will come myself to kill this baby. Kamsa had told the jailers. So Krishna is full of leelas. So if Swayam Bhagavan is going to manifest, to appear, the Bhagavatam explains that when God is coming to appear in this world, the nature, the earth planet becomes so beautiful, like so ornamented, full of ornaments and embellished, like with so much beauty. If God is going to appear somewhere, imagine, do you think there's nothing greater than this? Like this is the best thing. So imagine the Supreme Lord of all the limited universes. Today he's going to appear from the womb of Devaki. So Prithvi Devi, the earth planet, feels so blissful, happening, and becomes decorated, like so much dressed up, like beautifully decorated. Actually, all the stars in the sky also are also embellishing the earth, like more beauty to the earth. Even also the trees full of fruits, including like all the branches of all the trees, they are almost like so heavy because of the flowers and fruits, and bending so much that looks like the trees, they are today kissing the earth, the ground. The brahmaras, the bumblebees are humming, and the cuckoo birds, they are cuckooing, they are singing. The peacock is dancing. The rivers, all the rivers, they are so happy, and they have also beautiful waves. At the same time, all the 6 seasons. At once, all the flowers also had blossoms. Everyone's heart, everybody was feeling so much bliss, because so much bliss. Nobody knew. Like nobody knew why they are feeling so much bliss. All the rishis, they were feeling so much bliss in their hearts. In Swarga, also the demigods were dancing. Why? Because God, Supreme Lord of all the universes, Bhagavan, is going to appear at midnight. So the time came, and then something amazing happened. Before I told that there was a beautiful, like the sun was clear, the sky was clear, beautiful stars in the sky, but then suddenly, when it's midnight, then so many clouds came and covered the sky. Thunders, lightning, so much rain, wind blowing, by desire of Lord, by desire of Jogamaya, all the jailers of Kamsa, all of them, they fell asleep. Actually, Kamsa had gave a strict order that as soon as the baby of Devaki is born, I should be informed. But still, all the jailers, they fell asleep, and all the doors of the prison, they were closed. So in the prison of Kamsa, the demigods, they were also doing stuti. This is called Garbha Stuti, prayers to the womb of Devaki. Understand? So the demigods, actually they were doing prayers to the womb of Devaki. And then Swayam Bhagavan himself, he took his Shankha Chakra Gada Padma and came out from the womb of Devaki, appeared. Prakat, he appeared with his Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, lotus flower, mace, and he said, "Hey Devaki Vasudeva, look, I am Krishna himself. Look at my form. You both, Devaki Vasudeva, you did the steps from many births to try to attain to me." So Vishnu told him the story about Prishni and Sutapa. In the previous life, you were Prishni and Sutapa. And then in the next life, you were Kashyapa. You were Kashyapa and Aditi in the other birth. And I was born to you as Vamanadev. And now this is my third birth. Why? Because so you have worshipped my Vishnu form. So when I appeared, you told me, when you were Prishni Sutapa, you asked me that you wanted to have a son like me. But at that time I told it's not impossible to have a son like me. But because you did so much hard austerities, I'll tell you that for 3 births I will be your son. So this first birth is Krishna, Lord Vishnu appeared to them as Prishni Garbha. Second birth, the same Prishni Sutapa, they appeared as Kashyapa and Aditi. Then Swayam Bhagavan appeared to them as Vamanadev and cheated Bali Maharaj. And okay, so this now is my third birth, Vishnu told to them. So you are the same Prishni Sutapa, and I'm also the same Bhagavan Vishnu. Have the darshan of my Swarup, my form, with Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, this lotus flower, mace, and conch. So Devaki Vasudeva said, "Oh, maybe Kamsa will come and kill this baby. So, hey Prabhu, please manifest in the form of a small baby again." Then also Bhagavan again manifests in the form of then Bhagavan manifests in the form of a baby. And Bhagavan told them, "Hey Vasudeva, take me quickly out of this jail of Kamsa, cross the Jamuna river and bring me to Gokul. Take me to Gokul, to Nandalai, to the house of Nanda Maharaj. And give me to Nandarani." Nandarani means Jashoda, and also bring this daughter of Jashoda, Jogamaya, here in my place, like trade kid. So then Devaki, once she breastfed Krishna, once. Then Vasudeva Maharaj brought this small baby Krishna outside. Then automatically the doors opened. And all the chains, shackles that were holding them also automatically opened. So they came outside. But how? Actually, it was raining so much. How to take the child? It was raining so much. So then he was thinking how to take. And then Baladeva Prabhu came as like an umbrella from behind, protecting Krishna from the rain. Okay, but how to cross the Jamuna? Because the Jamuna was full of flood, like the water was flooded and strong currents because of the rain. Vasudeva Maharaj thought, how can I cross the Jamuna river? But then Jogamaya herself manifested in the form of a chaco, like a dog, like a chaco, like one kind of fox or something. And then crossed the Jamuna in one area, and then Vasudeva Maharaj realized that place was not deep water, so he could cross that place, the river. in that place he could cross the river. So the story is very big. So tomorrow we'll speak more. Today you still have to celebrate Nandotsav. So Vasudeva Maharaj came and saw that Jashoda Maya had given birth to 2 kids, one Krishna and one Jogamaya. So that's why Jogamaya is called Anuja, the younger sister of Krishna, but by the desire of Lord. Vasudeva Maharaj could not see Jashodanandana. He only saw the girl, Anuja, younger sister. And he only took this child and thought, oh, I'm keeping my own baby here, and he took the baby girl. Then he brought the baby girl back, and then after he brought her back, when he gave the baby to Devaki, listening to the cry of a baby, like what happened? All the jailers of Kamsa, they gave news to Kamsa that the baby was born. Then Kamsa came and he took away he took away the baby from the hands of Devaki, and Kamsa said it's a girl, not a boy. Then Devaki and Kamsa said that it doesn't matter, and he tried to kill the baby girl. But then Jogamaya, she fell, she slipped from the hand of Kamsa, and actually Jogamaya came. Mahamaya kicked on the head of Kamsa. Kamsa fell on the floor, and these 8 arms Devi appeared in the sky called Kankali. Actually, it was the Devi worshipped by Kamsa appeared in the sky. Her name was Kankali Devi. In Mathura here also this date. So this Kankali Devi told, "Hey, foolish Kamsa, you think you can kill me? Your killer Vishnu already has taken birth in another place. Your death is certain and it's coming." So Nanda Maharaj got to know that Ma Jashoda had given birth to a baby boy. Then Nanda Maharaj he called the Brahmanas, and according to all the rules, he did all the rituals. This is called Janma Samskar. Like for example, cutting umbilical cords. There's so many conceptions. Tomorrow we speak more about it. So Nanda Maharaj gave donation to the Brahmanas. So before cutting the umbilical cord, it's still pure. But after cutting the umbilical cord, it's impure. So before cutting the umbilical cord, Nanda Maharaj, what did he do? He called the Brahmanas and he gave so much donation to all of them. And he celebrated the beautiful party for his son. The Bhagavatam describes. Now also celebrate here with this kirtan, and after that, tomorrow all of you. Tomorrow evening also Harikatha, but 7 a.m. come. Tomorrow is Ekadasi. No need to cook tomorrow because Ekadasi. So you can tell to your husband that your health is, that you're ill, that he can cook himself tomorrow. Your husband can cook himself. He can cook for himself. So connect to the Hindi broadcast to see the rest of the festival today. Please connect to the Hindi other broadcasts in Vana Madhuryan to see the rest of the festival here today.